Welcome back to the flat 4 video, rebuild even. I'm gonna start stripping off all the ancillaries, stuff like that, and giving it a good old spray up on some of the nuts and bolts, get it apart, hopefully not break anything. I mean, a lot of this down here is covered in oil anyway, so I'm hoping that'll come apart nicely. Obviously he's been a bit shit. Obviously we've got steel bolts in aluminium, so they're not always great, but we get some penetrating oil on everything. Like that one looks like it's going to be an absolute bastard. But yeah, we'll take our time, get rid of all the stuff we don't need. Just pop everything in a box out of the way, and then I've had a little look there. We've got a full engine gasket set. I don't know if that includes head gaskets. I don't know how the head gaskets work on these bad boys. I'll have to have a look, but that doesn't look like much more than a rubber seal. Seems a bit odd, so they might actually, I don't know. Let's have a look. We'll take it apart, we'll have a look, and we'll go from there. But if we get all the stuff off that we don't need initially, we'll leave the distributor together. Just undo the ring and pop that out, and all the vac lines and stuff. So yeah, we'll go from there. We'll start getting bits apart. So we've got most of it apart. Intakes off, oil filler, the fuel pump and the distributor is off. I'm going to take the wall pump off now. I just had to drain the last little bit of oil that was in it out. So that's not too bad. I thought it was empty, but because the dipstick was dry, but evidently not. It's probably only about a litre there anyway, so I don't know what they take. I don't imagine a lot being a flat 4 because the sump's quite low. So, but again, that's a guess. But we'll carry on taking the rest of it apart, and then we'll start going, have a look at getting the heads off and stuff like that. At the minute, I'm just putting all the big bits in the tub. I just haven't. I'll just put the locking pin back in actually. But yeah, so I'll go back to the time lapse and carry on stripping it. So all ancillaries and everything are off. To be fair, everything inside looks pretty decent. Looks quite good. I mean, the ports can do with warming up blasting, which I've got. So we can give that a clean up, but these are the big issue. So look at that stud, look, half of it's missing. So yeah, we'll get the heads off, give them a proper overhaul. We might get away with just taking the rocker cover and the we'll just have to mark the push rods, and we'll take all that apart. Probably have to get new head studs. There might be bolts, I'm pretty sure they're studs. You've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 per side. Get that bit out. We've got the piston rings to do as well, so we'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, that's the easiest way of doing that. Imagine they're a bit of a pleb to get back together, but other than that, I've got to go do a airport run. Oh, but we're getting there. Started, at least. Got a big box of bits and pieces. I'll have a proper sort through that. Carb will probably need rebuilding. We had to cut that hose because it was split on the fuel pump. Yeah, so we'll have to sort out. It's a diaphragm pump. Got this little pin here. It runs off a lobe on the crank. Gives that a boop, 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 boop. Same as how the distributor runs. The distributor is like keyed in. But yeah, we're getting there. It's begun anyway. But I think we'll do a separate video for the heads, cleaning them up, because they need a bit of love. But other than that, it looks pretty decent. We've got a few bolts. This stud came out rather than just the bolts coming out of it, but that's not the end of the world. That's pretty normal. But everything looks pretty decent, to be fair. We're getting there.